getting ready for another mixer at the Grand Connection. And I know everybody loves a mixer. This next mixer is going to be on May 15th. That's next Thursday for those of us in North America and Europe, and Australia area is Friday. Just saying. Got Steve Brosman down there from Australia. So now I've got to start adding in the other day. I know most Aussies kind of know that when they see a date, they better check it twice because you guys are a day ahead of us. And we are excited because Mixers at the Grand Connection are what we love to do. They're one of our biggest events of the month. And it's a time and place for everybody to get to connect with other Grand Connection members, as well as members from 3 other communities. So a lot of people are coming together, a lot of heart-centered entrepreneurs, and a lot of people who love connecting and collaborating. And I'm first going to introduce you to Kim Day, who is a Grand Connection member of many, many years, one of our founding member who supported me, and she's going to support me today and interview the people here and learn a little bit more about their communities. Kim is a 2-time best-selling award-winning author who empowers high-achieving coaches, course creators, and entrepreneurs to attract more clients, make more money, and grow thriving lifestyle businesses. With her proven expertise, Kim helps her clients write impactful books that double as powerful marketing tools, unlocking opportunities for speaking gigs, building loyal audiences, and scaling their businesses with ease. Kim is the go-to mentor for those ready to step off the income roller coaster and create lasting success. Kim, welcome. Great to see you here today and help us learn a little more about what's coming up in this mixer next week.
I know. I'm so excited to always be part of these mixers and a part of the Grand Connection community. But you know what's better than the Grand Connection community is 4 powerful communities all coming together at the same time. And I'd love to introduce you to 3 of the communities that are going to be joining us next week. First up to the stage, also known as the Productivityist, Mike Vardy is a highly acclaimed productivity strategist. He's the creator of the productivity philosophy and framework known as time crafting. I'd love to bring Mike up to the stage. He's going to tell you a little bit about what he's going to be speaking about next week at the Grand Connection and tell you a little bit about his community. Welcome to the stage, Mike.
Thank you so much, Kim. Really appreciate it and glad to be back doing another mixer and being part of the Grand Connection. I'm going to be talking about my new book, lessons from it, called The Productivity Diet, which you could probably see right there. It just came out a couple of months ago. Really going to focus on consistent, intentional actions. We're going to talk about how those things can strengthen retention and appreciation efforts, because we want to make sure that we show appreciation. And you wouldn't think that, productivity and those kind of things would align, but, to be productive, you have to cross across a wide variety of things that you might not necessarily think that you need to focus on to stay in that state of productiveness. So rather than, say, relying on, grand gestures, emails, meaningful touch points, I think it's really important to have a strategy in place, and I'm going to go over some of the lessons inside of the book that will help you do that. I'm really excited to be part of it. Of course, I have my own community called the Time Crafting Trust Premium Community, where we kind of go through this journey through time together. As Kim mentioned, I teach a philosophy and a framework called time crafting. I'm a believer that you're crafting your time. You're not managing it. You're managing your relationship with time. And inside that community, we host workshops, virtual retreats, co-working sessions, which are happening right now, which is why I'm on first, because I've got to jump back into my community to be part of one of those co-working sessions, and so much more. So I'll talk a bit more about that at the mixer as well. But I'm really excited to be back for another round inside the Grand Connection.
Oh my God, that is so awesome. Yeah, so if you'd like to learn about time crafting from Mike Vardy, then you should craft a little time in your schedule next week and make sure you get to the Grand Connection. Now, next up, what's better than one mic in the Grand Connection community next week is 2 mics. So I've got bringing to the stage mic number 2, Mike Ashabraner, also known as the Redneck Connector, and he's founder of the Hounds of Business community. He helps coaches and experts become master attractors, magnetizing high-ticket clients. I would love to bring him to the stage right now, have him share a little bit about his community and what he's going to be sharing next week at the Grand Connection. Welcome to the stage, Mike.
Oh my goodness, I forgot I had a cold, y'all. This is fantastic, man. I am so. Who let me in? Oh, it was Susan, wasn't it? Okay, we'll blame Susan. All right. Well, folks, thank you so much. Nothing more than I love to work with other people, other heart-centered, high-level professionals, communities, organizations, and just be a part of that. Right. And here's why. If you don't know me, I am professionally and professionally known as the Redneck Connector and the proud and humble leader of the Hounds business community. And really, I did not want to do this, folks. I didn't start this community by intention. I started by accident because I didn't have no friends. Okay. That's the honest truth. Uh, but what it is, and people have an impact to make. I grew up dirt poor. You can't even burn dirt, right? But I always had something inside of me wanted to be somebody and do something special, right? And that's a heck of a place to be in when you really have a passion and no clue and no resources, no support, no confidence. You just fill in the blank. And so what happened in this journey, long story short, if I ever had one, is that I realized, I kept doing what everybody told me to do. If you want to network, if you want to build, you got to do 40 coffee chats so you can sell some poor sap something. You have to do artificial engagement on platforms like LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. And folks, here's why I say that. I thought I was defective. I thought, well, nobody likes me. Nobody likes my business. I stink. I should quit. And you know what? Hey, if it's you or somebody let me tell you, spoiler alert, there's nothing wrong with you. You know what happened? You brought a daggum football to a baseball game, right? How are you supposed to win a game if you don't know the rules to the game and how it's played? So what I did was I said, you know what? Instead of trying to pretend not to sell, I'm going to go love on people. Yeah, it's the corniest thing you'll ever hear a redneck say, but it's the truth, folks. And through that, here's what we do. This is why I'm excited to be here with Susan, because she shares these values. Everybody expects us to say we're great. Talk about us, me, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's called advertisement. If you're good at that, I am jealous. Good job. Keep going. But if you're like me, you just don't like it, probably because you're not good at it, and that's why you don't like it. So what they don't expect, folks, and the power of community, the power of attracting folks on and offline, here's what that does. They don't expect hundreds and thousands of super pros to say you're great, right? You're not going to manufacture that. No one's going to put their reputation on you unless that's true. So what I do is I help folks with the community and this kind of thing with other great communities. But if you struggle, I'm going to teach you how to attract like a bug zapper. No more dog catching. We're going to attract folks, magnetize them. Two things, value and curiosity. So I cannot wait for the opportunity to speak with all these amazing people. And the Hounds are coming. They are super excited, folks. So thank you, ladies. Appreciate you. And great to be here.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. If you want to learn how to attract clients like a bug zapper, then you got to come to the Grand Connection next week so you can connect with Mike and learn how to grow and network and grow your network with authentic relationship building. Thanks so much, Mike. Next up to the stage, we have Lynn Schussler-Williams. She is a pattern breaker, founder of the Be More Conference, and as well as the founder of the Wise Woman Collective, who will be joining us next week at the Grand Connection. She helps people reset their subconscious patterns through her Reset It process, blending neuroscience, energy, and celebration. And fun fact, her first job ever was guessing ages and weights at an amusement park. So welcome to the stage, Lynn. I'd love for you to share a little bit about what you're going to be sharing at the Grand Connection next week and a little bit about your community. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here, and I loved hearing from Mike and Mike because, listen, we are going to have so much fun next week. If you have not decided to show up for this yet, just buckle up, sign up. Here we go. This is going to be the best connection mixer ever. So you heard what I work at. I work with neuroscience and quantum physics and teach people a process everybody can already do on how to quit playing small, how to show up for the things in your life that you've chosen to show up for without all your programming and conditioning getting in your way. So that's my work. But kind of like Mike said, I started this community because, he said he started it because he didn't have any friends. Well, I started it because I wanted more friends. And so it's Wise Women Collective started as women pre-COVID in Louisville, Kentucky only. And then when lockdown happened, luckily I'd had a Zoom account for a lot of years and we went national and then global. And now we have thousands of women from around the world as part of our community. And they are awesome. And we spend time together because we are there to support each other, to build a diverse and inclusive and influential community. And it is just the best fun ever. And I can't wait to bring our community to this group and to really get to see these guys. And productivity and connection, those are top values for all of our folks. So it's going to be a really fun time. And we're going to bring together some people that are going to be so excited to get to meet each other next week.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I'm so excited to hear more from you, Lynn, and meet your vibrant community. And yeah, next week is going to be amazing. So if you haven't carved out that time, please do it now. There's a link in the chat or wherever you're watching this. If you're not watching us live, to get to the Grand Connection next week, May 15th, for this amazing Grand mixer. So last up to the stage, but definitely not least, is Steve Brossman. And Steve Brossman is a 9 times Amazon best-selling author in marketing and sales. He has over 20 years of TV and video experience. He's created several 6- and 7-figure multinational businesses of his own, and he's trained over 65,000 entrepreneurs. Steve now works with thought leaders and entrepreneurs, coaching them to become in-demand, dynamic, and profitable podcast guesters, and he helps business owners sell their soul. But next week at the Grand Connection, he is co-hosting the entire event with Susan. So I'm welcoming him to the stage to tell you a little bit about what you can expect to happen at the mixer and why you need to be there. Welcome to the stage, Steve.
Hey, Kimbo, great to see you guys here. And we've already had 2 mic drops, which is fantastic. And Lynn, all your metaphysics and everything pales into comparison that I can actually see the future. I'm getting up at 5:30 tomorrow morning for you guys. So I'll be getting up nice and early for the Grand Connection Mixer, and I do not miss it. We had Mike, number 1, talk about intentions. And for you guys that are coming along, come along with the intention, A, of having fun, but making meaningful connections. Really know what it is that you want to get out of the event, not just turn up. And who is it you want to talk to? What is going to happen for you? Because there are going to be bucket loads of opportunities sitting there waiting for you. All you have to do is connect with the right people with the right intention, have some phenomenal conversations, but guess what? That's where it starts, not where it stops. At the end of the mixer, that's when the fun begins. Working with, connecting with, having fun with all of the people. I'm still just getting through working with the people that I met last time. We've got some great collaborations, great joint ventures coming my way just from being the host. Imagine what it's going to be like for you coming along and mingling in the mosh pit with everybody there that's having so much fun. And they're also coming with the intention of, I'm going to meet some fantastic people. When you all bring that energy, magic will happen. So firstly, make sure you set it aside. Second, turn up with the right intention and energy, and things will explode for you. I can't wait. I'm going to go to bed early, and I'm going to be up, ready, and caffeined up to the eyeballs to have a lot of fun with you guys.
Oh, thank you, Steve. And then the date is May 15th for those in North America, and that's May 16th for those in Australia time zone, AEST, starting at 5 a.m. for you guys. Just get up early, go to bed a little bit early, set that alarm. You get up to take a plane, you can get up to come to a mixer to make some fabulous connection. And there are many breakout sessions at our Grand Connection mixers and our events. We can share the information in the chat because we are all about connecting there. It is a global audience. You're going to be reaching people from all over the world. And if you haven't found a link in one of these restreams somewhere, go to www.grandconnection.ca and you'll find it right on the homepage. There's going to be a pop-up and you can register and join and come as a guest of one of these communities. And if you haven't been to a Grand Connection yet, you can come to two events for free as a guest. So come and check it out. Mixers are one of our most fun events and valuable because you're going to make connections. And then, as Steve said, you're going to get to follow up. And Kimbo, that's the first time I've heard that. I think it's going to stick. Kimbo, we got Mike Bo, Lynn Bo, Steve Bo. It's going to be a lot of fun in the mosh pit. Come and connect at the Grand Connection and see you next week. Thank you all for being part of this amazing community.